Good morning, sir. My name is Jansi. I am from CSE section. Now I am going to explain ALP program for palindrome. First of all, palindrome means forward and reverse of a string or a particular number is same is called a palindrome. For ALP program, writing a program, let us consider the data segment. In data segment, first declare the string 1. Here we declare the string madam to check whether this given string is palindrome or not, and here length of the string madam is L equal to 5. Now consider reverse of the string. To check whether the given string is a palindrome or not, first we have to do two things. First is I have to reverse the string and compare the reverse string with the original string. If both are same, then we print the message it is a palindrome. If not, we print a message it is not palindrome. That is comes under data segment. This message 1 and message 2. Next, coming to the code segment, move the data into the AX register, and from AX register to data segment register, and from AX register extra segment. It is used to store the original string, it is used to store the reverse of a string. Now move the length into the CX register, length of the string 1 into the CX register, and here point the address. Here point the address of the starting address of the first string into the SI register, and similarly point the address of the reverse of the string into the DI register points to the last address of the reverse of the string. Now first we have to reverse the string. We have to reverse the string. So first move SI. The content or data in SI is moved into the AL register. From AL it is moved into the DA. Here M it is moved into AL register, and from AL to we moved into the DA register. So next coming to the A. So to come to A, SI index register, source index register is incremented by 1. So A, similarly A is moved into the A. Here DA get decremented by 1. So this process continues, that is loop back. This process continues until this is moved, that is the string is reversed, the process continues. After string reverse, we have to compare the given string. Compare the string, if this string and this string, here the first location of the string 1, in this point of view the arrays concept is used. The first location is compared with the first location. String comparison, as we know the string is compared, string 1 and reverse of the string. Here if we both are same, we print the message 1 and jump displacement, and that is terminated. If not, we print the message 2, again get displacement. So therefore here given string is madam, so the output will be here madam, as it is the same from the reverse. MADAM both are same in the forward and reverse direction, therefore it is a palindrome. So we get the output, it is a palindrome. That's it. So important point is source index get incremented, DA register get decremented, and this process continues. Again that string compared, if both are equal, palindrome, otherwise not a palindrome. This is the output we get for this program. Next question I like to explain about is 8085 architecture. It is a 8-bit microprocessor designed by the Intel in 1977 using the NMOS technology, and it has configuration 8-bit internal data bus it has, and it has 16-bit program counter, stack pointer, and we have an accumulator. So let us know about the functions of the accumulator. What does accumulator do? Accumulator performs arithmetic and logic operations. It is used to perform arithmetic, logical, load, store, all these operations, and it is connected to 8-bit internal bus, and it is also connected to arithmetic, logical unit. What does arithmetic logical unit do? It performs the arithmetic and logical operation like addition, subtraction on 8-bit data. Next, coming to general purpose registers, we have B, C, D, E, H, L. There are 6 general purpose registers in 8085 architecture. These purposes is this used to hold the 8-bit data individually. If they work in pair, they used to hold 16-bit data. Individually hold 8-bit. In a pair, they used to hold 16-bit data. Next, coming to stack pointer, as the name stack indicates, it performs the push and pop operation, and it gets decremented or incremented by 2 for every push and pop operation. Program counter, it is also 16-bit register. These both are 16-bit registers. Program counter, what it does, it is used to point to the next instruction that is going to be executed. It is also a 16-bit register. Next, what are the contents stored in the program counter is loaded into the address buffer in order to communicate with the CPU. Similarly with the data and address buffer. Data bus, it is a directional bus, and address buffer, it is a unidirectional bus. Similarly, they are used to communicate with the processor in order to perform a particular operation. Next, coming to here, we have a temporary register. Temporary register, it is used to hold the data temporarily in order to perform the arithmetic and logical operation. We have flag flip-flops. What are these flag flip-flops? Flag flip-flops are used to hold 0 and 1 depending upon the operation. There are 5 flag flip-flops like sign. You have sign, 0, auxiliary carry, parity, carry. These are the 5 1-bit flip-flops. And depending upon the results stored in the accumulator, they store either 0 or 1. Next, instruction register. What this instruction register do? It is fetched from the memory, then it is stored in the instruction register. Instruction decoder decodes the information present in the instruction register. Next, coming to the timing and control unit, it provides timing and control signal to the microprocessor to perform the operations. There are 4 categories of signals in the timing and control unit. There are control signals, that is ready, read, write, and ALE signal. Status signals, S0, S1, IO or M, that is input or memory pin, status pins. DMA pins, hold and hold acknowledgement pins or DMA pins. Next, reset in and reset out. These are the reset pins. We have power supply pins and clock generator. These pins are studied in pin diagram. Now coming still what left here, instruction decoder, it decodes the information from the instruction register, having 8-bit internal data bus. Next, interrupt controller. Interrupt controller, as name indicates, it controls the interrupts during the execution of a program. If any program is executed and there arises any interrupt, the control is transferred from the program to the process the incoming request. So there are mainly 5 interrupt signals here as it is: interrupt request signal, interrupt acknowledgement, reset 7.5, reset 6.5, 5.5, and trap. These are all the interrupt control signals. Next, serial IO control. What is serial IO control? It controls the serial data communication by using 2 instructions, that is the serial input data and serial output data. We study about all these interrupt pins, serial pins, and control pins in pin diagram in detail. This is the whole architecture of an 8085 microprocessor. Thank you, sir.